Pete. And now we are going to go to, let's see, next is Yolgren.
So what is this +2 that everybody's getting?
Yeah, you guys are totally surrounding this thing, so I'm giving everybody a circumstantial bonus of +2. Sort of like the gangbang bonus in Savage Worlds there. Gary would appreciate that. Every time I say that, all the Savage Worlds fans just cringe. Oh, gangbang!
I get moderately aroused.
Oh, Jesus! Just not by the eating of the banana by Wiener Noggin, huh? All right.
So minor action, I will aim.
All right.
Another melee attacks.
Yep. So total of +3. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's a hit. No stump points, but that's a hit. Very nice damage. That's a total of 10, and the shriek squeals as it falls down and dies. Bitch. Okay.
Now I get it with my Morning Star.
So, as a couple of seconds go by and you see these two dead shrieks that are at your feet, you also notice that Omi, that bandit that was charging a road tax, he's down as well. So,
armor time.
Valis, you were going to take some damage. All right, you're going to take a total of 6 damage because of this burning that you have. Pickaxe Pete, you are also going to take some damage. So that's a total of 6 points for you as well. And it doesn't seem to be going away either. This goes for both Valis and Pickaxe Pete. So it doesn't seem like this is going away. No, you're out of combat.
So I know normally during combat I can do this heal where you can bandage somebody.
Can you please do that to me? I'm dying here.
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody can do that, right? Isn't that an action? So my assumption is...
Yeah, it's a major action.
So I assume we can also do it out of combat?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah, you can do it.
So we could...
Yeah, you can do it, I believe, one time until the target takes more damage, and then you can do it again and so forth.
Yes.
I think that's how it works. So
I've got a pretty high intelligence.
What's that, Dyron?
I said, someone needs to suck this poison out. It's burning.
Yeah, and it's not going away. So each round, I believe, in Dragon Age is 10 seconds.
Yeah, so I'm going to... I mean, I was already going to do this for my turn, but I'll go ahead and for my minor... I guess I don't need to do that, but I'll have my bandages out. And I'm going to go ahead and roll to heal the elf.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have a specialization in? Is it healing?
No. What it is it says it's against an 11, I guess, and it's my I think it's intelligence plus. What was it?
Yeah, healing is intelligence. Yeah, so it's basically aiding the wounded and sick, and also basically ascertaining what type of poison, sickness, stuff like that. So
yeah, so since I've got a high intelligence, I'm gonna go ahead and just treat him. So here we go.
All right, so a 13. So you're able to look at the wound, and he's definitely poisoned. But the poison will run its course probably within a couple of minutes. But it's a really bad poison. But
I'm bandaging him, and it says that the ally will get back the amount of health equal to the stunt die plus my intelligence.
Yeah, so it'll be what, your intelligence is what, a 5?
My intelligence 5.
Okay, so you'll get back 6 points of your wounds, Valis, so you'll be down to 10.
Okay.
All right. So
I had to clean up some of that green pus that was kind of squirting out of your arm. I just kind of, it was like picking a zit. I kind of squashed it up until I got a lot of the poison out. Kind of squirted out a little bit on me, but I think it's
yummy.
okay. I think we got the majority of it.
Ugh, yummy. So we'll say that. So what else are you guys doing? You're kind of ascertaining the wounds and stuff. Want some beats? Are you doing anything? Because I believe that you can do that as well, right?
Well, I was going to ask if you're going to do, if this poison lasts for a couple of minutes and they're taking damage every 10 seconds, then technically they're probably going to end up dying from this because
no, they're not going to. I don't think they'll end up dying, but because remember, actually, it is a penetrating damage, but penetrate means that penetrating damage bypasses all armor. So if you have any kind of mitigation, it bypasses it. So
well, but they can also, so we'll take more damage, so someone
Correct.
can also do the heal the next round because we took damage.
Yeah, yep. I believe it says that, doesn't it, Worm? Can you look that up real quick? What the
healing character cannot benefit from another heal action
only unless it takes more
damage. So
that's
every round
I
take damage, and then I can be healed again.
So let's do a healing check to see if you can.
I only have 10 bandages though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It takes one charge. Yeah, so yeah. So do you guys want to continue to try to heal this up because it's going to go on for a little bit more time. You're both going to get 5 more ticks of this damage, which could be 30 plus damage if I roll good enough. So
yeah, we better mitigate that. Somebody better help out this guy. I mean, this poison's out of control. It's squirting out everywhere.
So what else are you guys doing? We'll take care of the poison damage here in a little bit, but what else are you guys doing? I would imagine you're probably.
Well, I'm keeping an eye open. We better look for some more Shreks.
Yeah.
We don't want to be in their swamp.
So do we have anyone here with crafting or anything like that? Anybody with an alchemy crafting skill or anything like that?
I've got natural lore. I don't know really what that would do.
Natural lore, that's intelligence based, all right. Basically, that knows flora and fauna, basically.
So that's kind of where I was going with the whole heal thing. But
can I try and intimidate the poison out of them?
Hello there, you damn poison!
I like that. That's good. So you guys kind of looking around, surveying the area, or?
Well, I'm definitely while I'm treating his wound, I'm definitely looking up in the trees and stuff to make sure that I don't see any more shrieks.
Yeah,
What's the situation there? Should I?
Yeah, so you
perception the crap out of it?
Yeah, you don't see any more shrieks. You definitely don't find any more shrieks. I mean, they would have been out there attacking you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about the shrieks. But as you're looking around, you guys find that there are 6 dead Avars, which Avars are basically humans, and on the Avars, there's a total of 6 bows, 80 arrows, 6 spears, a battle axe, and then 50 silver between all of them. So what I'll do is I'll open up the party sheet here, and I'll add 50 silver, and we'll divide it on up. So everybody will get 10 silver. So there you go. I just added 10 silver to everybody's sheets. So does anybody want a battle? There's a battle axe. You can refill your arrows, but nobody used any arrows. Yeah, pretty much. There's the only thing that's really worth anything is.
Can I reclaim this poison somehow? With,
I would say, yeah, I would definitely say yes. Let's see. What skill are you going to need to? Because you have to have a. I would say it would make sense. you got to have vials in the first place. Do you have any empty
Yeah,
vials?
no vials, no.
Okay.
I was just going to hold it in my mouth, but yeah, now that I think about it.
Yeah, you're going to hold up your... Well, the next time you guys go into town, or the next time you guys get a level, maybe someone might want to take a craft or something like that, because there are some
these
trades.
Avars that are laying in the bushes and stuff like that. There's 6 guys, and then Omar is 7. Certainly one of them has to have a water flask or something like that we could drain out.
Sure, yeah. They all have a water flask and stuff like that. So if you guys if anybody needs a bedroll, if anyone needs, we'll say that they all have like everybody can take 2 days of rations. There's a water skin.
His thought was to put the poison in the flask.
And a belt pouch as well. So the belt pouch... if you guys don't have a belt pouch, add that to your sheet as well. But as for a water skin, that poison would, and you doing your medicine check, Wiener Noggin, would know that it would basically dissolve the leather of that canteen over time. So yeah, it would not be good to do that. It wouldn't work basically.
Yeah, I don't want to get this poison all over my pants.
So as you guys are kind of searching around, let's get back to the task at hand, which is the poison damage. So there's 5 more rounds of poison damage. So the next round of poison damage, it's +2. So let's see. Pickaxe Pete, you're going to take 3 penetrating, so you're going to take all 3 of that damage. So add that onto your thing. Onto your sheet. Same thing with you. As they're still searching, you guys ready to take another round of damage? As this, it's like the doctor said. Wiener Noggin said that it will eventually go away.
But I think if Pickaxe Pete is like rolling around, it might make a good idea for me to wheel on over to him and try to. I'll use another one of my.
Okay, use a bandage on him, and let's see if you can do a.
Is that what we want?
Oh, that's nice. Baby. So let's do another D6 plus your intelligence.
No, I think it's stunt dice plus.
Stunt dice. So that would be a total of 7.
7. So
you'll get back 7. As you take some more damage.
Yeah, I have to remove my.
You guys are. Hey, that's not bad. It's low roll, so you'll take another 4 penetrating damage, and Valis, you'll take a total of 3 more penetrating damage.
Very good.
Yeah. So let's do.
It's not hurting as bad.
Are you going to do another round of?
It's okay.
Another round of healing, Wiener Noggin?
I mean, is everybody else just like standing around picking their noses?
Nobody else is saying anything. Well,
just watch us ride
son of a bitches.
Just rolling around.
Yolgren's wanting to. He's wanting to basically give him. What did you wanted to do? You wanted to.
I'm going to intimidate the poison. I'm going to be like a drill sergeant. Get your ass up! That poison don't do nothing.
So Yolgren, where exactly did you get stabbed? Where did the poison get originated?
Basically, you guys got stabbed in the gut. Now, it wasn't Yolgren. It was Pickaxe Pete and Valis. Yeah.
So in the gut. Okay, I was thinking if it was your hand, we could just take it off with your arm. But okay, I guess I'm gonna wheel on over.
Wheel on over.
Let me try. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm like jumping between.
You're gonna try another one on Valis. Okay.
I'm gonna do the.
Yeah, give me another ability test.
No worries, I'll do it.
All right, so you get back a total of 8, and then for your damage, you'll take 5 Valos, and then you will take a total of 5 Pickaxe Pete. And
I mean, I am covered in bandages that are filled with green ooze pus.
After about another 30 seconds or so, it seems like the burning sensation has subsided, and it doesn't seem like you guys are taking any kind of any more damage to your personal health. So
so lucky that they're finally
stop burning.
But it was a quick, it was Wiener Noggin's quick thinking to treat the wounds. That's what made it stop a little bit easy, a little bit earlier than what it normally would have.
Under health and healing, it says you can take a breather after a combat encounter. So it's like a 5-minute rest that lets you catch your breath, 10 minor cuts and abrasions.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then you get 5 plus your constitution plus your level in health back, but you can only do 1 breather after an encounter.
Yep. You guys want to take your
breather?
Yeah. Take your breather for sure. So.
I'm going to keep an eye on the whole area around while these losers are going through their bags and taking.
Yeah, you guys are resting for 5 minutes. So everybody gets back 5 plus your level, which is 6, and your Constitution modifier. So everybody gets that much back in health. All right. And now
so
you guys are off the.
Damaged?
There's a little bit of damage. There's
Yeah, I'm still at 5.
Yeah,
Yolgren.
I'm good.
Yeah. It's not too bad. Damage isn't too bad. I mean, you guys got waylaid by those things, and you guys did really well with the armor is what is really nice about Dragon Age and Fantasy Age. I like the mitigation aspect of that. So, but you guys get your 5-minute rest. You get all of the loot. If you guys want, like I said, if you want one of from the dead Avars, the 6 dead Avars and Omi that's dead on the road. If you guys want a short bow, if you guys want arrows, if there's 1 battle axe, so if somebody wants a battle axe, remember there's strength minimums for all that stuff. Or if you want a spear, go into the items sidebar button on the right-hand side, and you can go ahead and add 1 to your character sheet, or arrows, or whatever you want. And plus, I said every one of them has a belt pouch, a belt roll, a bedroll, a couple days of rations, so you guys can add a couple days of rations to your sheet if you need a backpack, any of that like general stuff, tinderbox, stuff like that.
Just as an FYI, Dave, the guys that are up in the corner, I might want to go check them out. Did they all get stabbed by the same creatures, and I can see the poison and stuff on them as well? I want to just cut some of their ears off and put them in my just 1 ear.
That's an apostate, man. There you go.
I want to, just in case somebody asks, hey, do you have any ears? I'll be like,
I'm going to make that pouch of ears drop and spill on the ground. I'm going to make that.
Yeah, so I'm just going to grab a few ears off of these guys.
Sure.
Maybe the dark guys as well. I mean, obviously those shrieks have larger ears, but there should be enough room in my backpack. I want to definitely snag at least the.
Plus, you got a pouch. You get a pouch also. So.
Oh yeah.
Every one of the Avars had a pouch. So yeah.
So I'm going to stuff those with ears.
All right, sounds good. So you guys
basically you guys don't mind that you see me up there
whacking off ears. Well, they're kind of off in the brush, worms. So you can kind of do that inconspicuously to where nobody sees you doing it, unless But then when they go over there by the corpses, they're going to notice that one of the ears have been whacked off as well.
Yeah, so. It's weird.
But yeah,
I guess they all died. I guess they're called the earless band of.
The Omi Barton's earless traveling band of tax collectors, or road tax collectors. But anyway, you guys, all of your, you take your 5-minute break. You start to get set up because, like I said, the sun is coming down. You guys get off of the beaten path a little bit, so no other caravans coming by run you over in the middle of the night when you're sleeping and kill you. And you set up your camp for the night. You guys, you can either, and as part of setting up for camp, if you want to go off and forage for some food, this isn't a heavily populated area, so finding squirrels to make brain soup, or
ears too. Who's in?
Hey, that's big in the South, man. Squirrel brain soup, that's big, man.
No, I was going to talk about ear stew.
There you go. I mean, if you want to pull a Sweeney Todd, that's fine with me as well. You'll have to boil the ears a little bit longer for them to be tender, but it would still work. But you guys get camp set up.
How far from this?
The next day you'll get there.
How far from this?
Seeing that you decided you wanted to stay, you'll probably make it there mid-afternoon to later afternoon tomorrow. So you're less than a day's travel away. You'll be able to sleep in a bed, tomorrow night. You'll be able to sleep at the Queen's Boot Inn. So why don't
I cast
camping? Everybody gets some.
Yeah, everybody gets some rest. You didn't spend any
heal
magic
too,
points. Overnight, I believe that you'll get back all of your spell points and stuff like that. But let's
6
see.
hours sleep gives you 10 plus Constitution plus level.
Yeah, I was going to mention it's not like 5e where you get back all of your health. But you guys will. I mean, looking at your health, you guys will all be at 0 wounds again. So I've gone ahead and taken all of your wounds off. And the night was uneventful. So you guys set up your watches. You guys have a great dinner. You guys drink a little bit of water. You drink if you have any wine skins or anything like that. And it's the next morning. So I imagine you guys would probably pack up and start to head towards, because you find the valley at the early afternoon or so, and it takes you about you're there in the middle of the afternoon. So off into the distance, after you guys get everything packed up, you start to travel again. You're in the valley. You've got the location on the map where Greenthorn is, and as you guys travel for a couple more hours, off into the distance, you're sort of on like a, because like I said, the terrain here is rolling hills and stuff like that. So you just made it. It took you a while to get over this big hill, and down there at the bottom of the hill, you can see that. Greenthorn is exactly where it's supposed to be. And over the village on another hill off into the distance, you can see that there's a tower, like this huge square tower that's on top of the hill. So everybody give me a in fact, no, you guys can actually see there's a bunch of large carrion types of birds that are circling over the town. And you can also see several plumes of smoke coming out of the chimneys. Well, they're coming out of the chimneys like a very thin plume of smoke coming out of like the chimneys. So yeah, there are some birds circling, some rather large carrion birds.
Are they circling where this
where the town
where
is?
This tower is? Okay, where the town
is.
Yeah,
not the tower, but where the town is. Yeah. Yep. And it's just a small town, so when you look down, you don't see. Is that Mountain Dew Zero you're drinking, or regular Mountain Dew?
Oh no, that's the real stuff, man.
Oh, I started drinking the Zero. It's not too bad. I actually kind of like it. So
I accept no substitutes.
Oh, I know, but as much Mountain Dew as I drink,
there's no substitute for diabetes.
For the beats. So as you guys look down, it's a small village. There's no streets. There's no huge buildings. There's no huge castles. Just this tower that's up on the top of a hill that's looking down on the small village of,
what do you guys think?
Of Greenthorn.
Let's go check out that tower.
So
sure.
Is the tower in between us and the village? Is that how it is?
No, the tower's on the other side. It's on the other side of the village. I'm just kind of giving you guys that image of what the tower kind of looks up on the hill, but it's not the ideal image that I was trying to find. But yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, below that. Hey, thanks. I like that image actually. So below the tower, there's a small village, maybe 10 or 15 small buildings.
We need to find the Queen's Boot.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
All right. So you guys make your way
That's
down.
what I tell
maybe
everybody.
takes you 10 minutes to walk, 15 minutes, and as you guys are getting closer to Greenthorn, you can hear those big carrion birds, the big crows, or they're cuckooing. Well, no, they're not cuckooing, but they're
For
calling and
Cocoa
stuff like
Puffs,
that.
maybe?
Yeah. And as you get into the village, because the buildings are kind of spaced out, and you can tell that there's like a main square in the village where there's like a like where there would be little stands for a market, and there's a well and stuff like that, latrines. But you notice that there's some horses tied up in front of this establishment, and you can tell it's the Queen's Boot because there's a little bit of wind out, coming through the valley, and you can see this and hear this squeaking sign on the building that says Queen's Boot, and there's
So
like
we're
this
walking through
crown
town.
and
There's
a
no other
boot on the
signs of life.
sign.
No other
There's some
signs of
other
life, is there?
there's 5 horses that are tied up, but they're dead. So there's 5. No, seriously, there's 5 horses that are tied up because their heads are kind of leaning up from being tied to the pole where they tie their horses in front of a bar or an inn or something like that.
Well, I'm
And
definitely
then
on the ready.
there's also 4 dead humans as well that are on the ground, kind of scattered around this the square. And as you guys are in the square, there's a pretty good sense of death in the air. So I know that you're. Why don't you give me a healing check, an intelligence check, Mr. Wienernoggin? Add in healing if you have it. Kind of ascertain the dead bodies and stuff. And if anybody else wants to do any kind of searching, give me a perception check. And if you have searching as a focus, add in +2 to your perception check.
I'm gonna probably start with the first guy. Take a look at him.
Okay.
Ooh, wow!
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. You're definitely able to tell that these guys have been dead for a couple of days, and it looks like it looks like they were probably killed by shrieks also, because on a couple of the corpses you can see that green bile that has kind of been injected into their body. So yeah.
I turn around to Valos and I said, "This could have been you. You're lucky I was here."
That was almost me, and I appreciate you sucking the poison out there, but I don't know that I could return the favor. Just for the record.
Just for the record. So, Yolgren and also Valis, as you guys are searching around, 2 things. First off, you can tell that the armor on these dead warriors are from Orlesian type of armory. So you can definitely tell that they're Orlesian. And Valos, you actually find an arm guard, you find an armband on one of these guys, and it's the emblem of the Grey Wardens. So these are all dead Grey Wardens, and they're from Orlais. So as you're starting to put 2 and 2 together, exactly.
Yeah, just so they look French, is what you're telling us.
yeah, they got little. Yeah, they're sort of like French Canadian, where they have little beady eyes
and stuff like that.
Yeah, sort of like Terrence and Phillips. They're from South Park, the little bitty eyes and the floppy heads. Yeah, no,
they all cheese and crackers in there.
Hello, Terrence. Hello, Philip. Oh, sorry. So yeah, these are possibly the dead Orlesians, as you guys are starting to put 2 and 2 together, and they've been dead a couple of days. Their horses are dead. You can hear the flies kind of buzzing around and stuff. And last but not least, Pickaxe and Wansome, as you guys are kind of, just kind of talking back and forth, surveying the scene, inside of the queen's boot, you hear like a scream. And it sounds like a female scream. And it sounds like there's some things being kind of thrown around and tossed around inside of the queen's boot.
I follow. I'm going to follow Holgren inside.
That was I think I said pickaxe, right? Pickaxe?
Yeah, I'm going inside.
Okay, so
all right, I follow Pete.
Okay, so pickaxe, do you let anybody know that you're going in, or do you just kind of take it on upon your own, damsel in distress, and you're just kind
I'll
of
go on my own. I won't tell anybody. I'll just quickly look and then go.
Sure. Yeah, just like a sort of just like reflex for you or something. So this is what happens. Pickaxe Pete, everybody hears a crash, the door of the queen's boot being kicked in and just put into thousands of splinters as Pickaxe Pete kicks open the door. And Pickaxe Pete, you've got behind you've got Once Beats following right on your tail. You go inside of this old rustic type of tavern that is the Queen's Boot. It's like a typical Ferelden type of bar and inn, 2 stories. They serve food. There's like a menu and stuff that's on the porch. As you burst in, you see this barmaid or cook, whatever. However, this woman is in an apron. She's got blood all over. She's got 2 big meat cleavers in her hands. And just as you burst open through the door, you can see that she's pulling this meat cleaver out of the head of a shriek that has somehow gotten inside of the queen's boot. And as you burst through the door, you take her by surprise, and she looks at you, and she looks like she's drawing her meat cleavers and ready to approach, and she says, "Speak to me and prove you are alive." And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Nice.
So we will continue next week in the village of Greenthorn, inside of the Queen's Boot, as our heroes, Wanson Beats and Pickaxe Pete, burst in. Everybody else hears the door burst open, and you see Pickaxe Pete and also Wanson Beats go in. So that's where we're gonna stop today's game. And
also, all the guys outside,
thank you so much.
They didn't have an ear. I don't know.
So thanks, guys, for playing. I mean, I can't believe 2 hours has gone by, and I like
great.
these shorter sessions are going to be nice to where we can have the rest of the night to do what we want to do, and we're not locked down until midnight anymore. So, and Dyron, you can get some sleep before you go to work in the morning. So, all right, thanks, guys. Everybody good to go for next Sunday at 4 p.m.?
Heck yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thanks again. We're going to play
game.
Dragon Age. Yeah, great game. Combat went really great. It went super quick. The stunts are really fun. We'll do a couple of adventures in Dragon Age. And then, my friends, we're moving to basic Dungeons and Dragons. And we will be starting with B1 in Search of the Unknown. So, thanks, everybody, for playing. And I'll see you guys next week. So, it was fun. I had a great time.
Yep. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks
everybody.
Totally appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Yep, we'll see you guys later on. Bye, everybody.